So we get a lot of messages over Facebook, YouTube, and even our Discord. And sometimes we think that maybe we needed to like comment more on them and bring it out more, I guess, our interactions with you guys. So we thought, let's try a mailbox segment. And for the first one, we've brought out a comment that we've actually got from our Discord from Luke, one of our big old fans. And I also brought Cringy here because he also...
I'm also here, hi, yes.
Yeah, because he added at us both. Because this was a segment that, this is about a segment that we did about a month and a half ago.
Yeah, so Meg, you and I had a chat about the relevance of single player or campaigns within first-person shooters. And we kind of discussed, a few kind of more recent games, some slightly older ones. And Luke kind of pulled this up. What was some of the details as to what he said?
The first part of this said, at Cringe and Shangy, because that's our names in Discord, no mention of Metro 2033 and Last Light. I thought those would have stood out amongst most single-player FPS titles as an example for them. Or of them, sorry.
Yeah.
So, we did miss those games in the single-player, FPS shooters. I felt like I think we were thinking of more modern ones, but there are the Redux versions.
There was a Redux. They're not super duper old. They're within the last 10 years comfortably. I feel like it was sort of 2012 for 2033, and then Last Light was 2014.
Something like that. But that's probably before the actual change of when FPSs were moving away from single player. I think 2016, 2015 is maybe when that kind of started.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it kind of speaks to the kind of games that we play. A lot of the stuff we were talking about was very action-oriented. Not to say that Metro is not action-oriented, but it kind of has a little bit more of an atmosphere building. There was such a big focus on the story, and that kind of linked in with this slightly more tactical gameplay, I feel.
Maybe a little bit. It was.
We didn't really play the game. It's just from what I've seen.
No, I've played it a little bit, and because you have the oxygen masks and stuff. So there is a little bit more of a different, I guess, feel to it than you just your standard first-person shooter stories. But that's the thing. That was what it was aimed at, and it was actually a really, really good one. That said, there are a few others that we didn't mention that I'd say are really good examples too. If we want to go really back in the day, one that I'd say is probably very much, I'd say not many people would say. But Command & Conquer Renegades, I loved that game.
That's going very far back.
I know, I loved that single-player story in that game.
Jesus.
But man, that was a great game for first-person shooters.
But it kind of got us thinking how we can kind of interact a little bit more with the community. I feel being able to have this platform, have that Discord, and have that two-way communication. TV, YouTube can feel a little bit like we're talking at you. It's not always kind of that case because obviously with YouTube we are able to have a little bit more of a discourse. But Discord really, I feel like that conversation thrives on Discord.
It's true. It doesn't really work as well on YouTube because most of the comments we actually do get on our YouTubes are slightly less...
They're just complaining about the fact that we are New Game Plus and we don't talk about New Game Plus.
Yeah, so there's either that or it's why the fuck are you on live TV or something like that. Most of the other ones there. But, that's the messages that we can get sometimes. But that's everybody. When you put out content on the internet, you expect some of those messages.
Yeah. But I mean, we also get good ones like that. I can recall at least a few times when Luke has tagged myself and with some events or some news. Being able to have that back and forward would be really interesting. So,
what are we going to do is actually open a mailbox channel in our Discord. So there's going to be multiple ways that you can get joined into our Discord. If you visit our website, newgameplus.tv, we will have, I believe, a button near the top of our,
website.
Website is the right. It's more of a magical box.
There will be a link.
There will be a link that you can press, and it'll just throw you a direct link into our actual Discord channel.
Yeah.
There'll be a few others that we'll be probably adding into our YouTube discussion, boards and stuff like that. So if you want to join through there, we'll be hopefully picking out some of your segments and questions from there. Even if we don't actually pick out, we may even just answer them on the Discord channel themselves. Because
we keep pretty busy on Discord. I tend to jump in anytime I get tagged. I'm like, oh, what's going on? And I regularly see Jason, a few other people from the team, kind of jumping into Discord, even in the general communication channels as well. But putting it into that mailbox sort of channel on Discord gives us an opportunity to kind of filter and be like, okay, what sort of discussion do we want to highlight? What kind of conversation we want to put forward and really further that discussion, because that's really the point of the mailbox segment.
It also is a bit of a link directly towards us and you guys, the fans. It's more of you get more out of the show.
It's a community. It's a family.
We're a family. So you get more out of it, we get more out of it. It's a give and take relationship. Okay.
Gets very, very deep.
Okay, slightly different from that. But you know what? So we're calling our segment and the channel Mailbox. We're not calling it, it would have been smart to call it like, I don't know, Discord on Discord or something smart like that.
Mailbox is whatever. It's fine.
But what? So if you guys have any questions on anything of our related topics that we bring up or anything that you actually just want us to bring up on the show.
Yeah, whether it's news, stuff that we've talked about on the show, stuff that we are yet to cover on the show, like we try and cover as much in the gaming space as we can, but we're not always able to get to everything straight away.
Yeah, so if you do want to bring that up, go straight to our Discord, throw us an at either at New Game Plus or at a specific
Whoever
person.
you're chatting to, yeah.
We'll try to either answer your questions, or if it's actually a really, really good one, we may just say we'll answer that on the show.
Yeah, do it. Go to Discord, go to the website, follow all the links.
Just do it.